Right, good morning my fellow ATCers. This is the last one I'm going to be doing. I've got a little project that I want to start next Friday, so you can join in with that if you want to, but it's a little something I want to do. We're doing the diptych and tryptych cards, which is double cards or triple cards. It's up to you, choose whichever you like. I'll just run through what is after this. So pen and ink cards after this, then digital cards. Yeah, I don't do digital graphics, I don't know how to. So, and then there's cards for children, which again I don't think I want to join in with. So if you want to do those, crack on. And then it goes on to storage for artist trading card ideas. Let me just give you a quick run through on that. So I don't know what you're seeing actually, let me move that up a bit. You can do them in accordions, and it takes you through how to do an accordion book, which is just folds basically. You can make little kind of what would you call them, like a, well, just like a little book basically, and send them on. There's another one. That sun's annoying, I'll have to shut the blind. You can alter tins and keep them in little tins. Oop. I mean, mine's in a cereal box, you know. Recycled tin can, which I thought was pretty funky actually. I was quite tempted to do that one, but I thought nope, I've got my box, I've got another project I want to move on to, and that's it. And then she runs through if you want to collect and swap and do that kind of thing. There are, I mean, this is a really old book, so you can see it's Yahoo. I don't know if those places exist anymore. Let me give you a close-up so you can screen grab that if you want to. Whether they're still running or not, I doubt it, I don't know. But there are plenty of places on Facebook, and yeah, I should imagine there's loads of other groups. So yeah, she's just gone through with a gallery, and yeah, some amazing things you can do. And then she lists all the artists at the back. But today, like I said, this is my last one, and I'm going to have fun with it. So this might be a slightly longer video, so I hope you don't mind that. I'm going to do a triple card. I've just been sat here trying to work out how I'm going to connect them, and I didn't get that far. So this is my collection so far. It fitted in that tea box beautifully, the one that I covered at the beginning. I'm going to have just, yeah, I'll have plenty of room to get my last one in there, and then I'll probably make a top for it or something, and then I can keep that as a little reference thing, because it's going to be really handy. If you want to flip through, or you know, if you want me to take them all out and go through them all again, I'm more than happy to do that, but it might be a bit boring. So anyway, let's get on with this. Like I said, I'm going to have fun with this. So I've got this stamp, oh, just not my glue over. I've got this stamp set called Art Girls. I have stamped the bits that I want, and they are here. I have coloured them because that's the real sort of like monotonous bit. So yeah, I've coloured them all in just with alcohol marker pens, and I'm gonna have a bit of fun with this. I'm hoping it's going to work, but we'll see. Yeah, so I just want to concentrate and do the background now. I don't know why, but I've got stuff all over these cards. Oh lordy already. So yeah, I'm just going to play with this, and yeah. So I've got three. The one rule is, I didn't even read it, did I? Oh Lord, Susan, come on. So a diptych is a painting or work of art made of 2 parts, while a triptych is a painting or work of art consisting of 3 panels. One presentation possibility is to hinge the card so that they can be closed like a book to protect the interior paintings. Shrines, gold and sacred things come to mind when I think of diptych and triptych. It's not easy to say, you know, cards, but there really are no limits to the style of art that would suit this design solution. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm looking at this. I don't know how she's, I think it might just be tape, because I haven't really worked out how I'm going to hinge mine yet. But I kind of got this idea that that's going to fold. Yeah, that's going to fold, and then that will fold on top of that. So it'll be the normal ATC size, but it will fold out like so and like so. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to hinge them. I might punch holes and kind of, I don't know, tie them together maybe. I'm looking around my desk. I'll have to think about that. But first I'm going to play with the background. The idea I've got, let me close the blind because I love the sun, but that is really annoying. Oh, go away. Do you have a room like this where it's like you want to embrace the sun? Ah, there we are, got rid of it. Okay, so that's still all right likewise. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to make up like a little bit of a scene. So I'm going to have a house here somewhere ish. Now I've took the image, I've stamped it twice, so I've coloured her bodice differently, and these are the Ictopili on Etsy. I have recommended her before because she does do some really weird stuff. These are some of her images. I wouldn't be confident drawing arms because I am not a drawing person. So I'm going to somehow get this to fit on here. There's going to be a bit of paper engineering going on here because it's not quite to scale, but that is the one thing that with Ictopili's images, they never are properly to scale, if you like. I might cut that hand out of there actually and just have that coming across the bodice, and then she's going to have, let me just, so she's going to be here, that's her head. Again, I need to do a little bit of paper manipulation there, and then actually she needs to go up. And then she's got some really, really long legs. So probably what I'll do is stick her down. Let me think. Yes, I don't really want her head being chopped in half. I'm thinking I'll stick it all down and then just chop through. Is that going to work? I bet it isn't actually. Is it going to look odd? I don't think. If I got rid of those bits then, sorry, I've just thought of that. Maybe I could do it that way. I could still use her because she will fit on one of these ATCs. I think she's designed to fit on an ATC actually. Maybe the house there. I've got some little stars. See, redesigning it already. I had that thought and then it's just come to me that I would need to cut those legs and things, and that would look slightly bizarre. Maybe I'll do that instead. Glad I thought of that before I did the background. And then I've got this new, well, I've had it a while, but they're mushrooms. So maybe I could do a mushroom border going all the way across or something. Didn't think of that, did I? Okay, I think we're going to have to go there. Okay, well, I won't be using those images then. I'll have to try and draw something. Oh, it's just going to go wrong. Right, I don't think I've got Ictopili's details. As I said, I have put it on here before, so you'd have to flick back through. Do I like that or don't I? I've got another house stamped there. Don't really want two houses. No, okay, we'll make something out of that. We're going to go that way because I don't really want to be cutting her head in half. She's not Marie Antoinette, bless her. So, right, let me put all those back on there because we're about to get messy. Right. All right, so do I just do some stencil-y stuff? Right, let me grab my grab some stencils. 2 secs. Right, having had to change all my plans, I've been sat here thinking, what am I actually going to do? I don't really know. So I'm going to put my 3 cards together. I've got a leafy stencil here, which I'm hoping will work. It'll just about fit. I'm going to spray it, and I'm going to use some of my, I can never remember what you're called, brushos. And just try and get a background really. So I'm going to stop yabbering and speed you up. Right, I need to let that dry now. It's interesting, that stuff, isn't it? Because that's supposed to be leaf green. I've got blue, yellow, a little bit of green. So what I'm hoping is if I give that a good time to dry, I will get the outline of the leaves in there. So I'll have to come back to you when it's dry, because I can't really hit it with the heat gun because I think it will ruin the stencil. So yeah, I'll come back when it's near enough dry and we'll see what we got. Which is slightly frustrating. I want to get on with it. I wonder if I can dab the worst of it off, because it's kind of stained the paper already now, so it's kind of done what it's going to do. I might be able to just hit it with the heat gun then. Let's have a quick look. It's probably just about to ruin it. Okay, we're getting a bit of a leafy background. Ooh, this is going everywhere. Right, I hit them with the heat gun. They're fine. So it's given me that nice sort of leafy background that I was after. So, because what I feel is that she's a little fairy in the woods. That's kind of the theme I'm going for. Whilst I was waiting for those to dry a bit, I took my mushroom border and I chopped off 2 mushrooms that I like. You can do that with your stamps, you know. If you don't, I didn't want a whole border. I just like these 2 bigger ones, so which are like that. This is a set that I got from China. I don't even remember, probably a Temu thing. There's the barcode thingy if you want it. So yeah, so always do that. Yeah, you don't have to stick with what's on there, you just chop them off. So that's what I've done. So I want some mushrooms. Now the other thing is I've got this mask and it's from Studio Light and it is called that one, JMAFOF Mask 193, and it's got a bridge in it. So I quite fancy, because the middle one's going to have not a lot on it, so I'm going to stencil through there. I told you I'm really going for it on this one, so I need some masking tape. Yeah, because I don't want this moving. Might as well make the effort for the last one, eh? The others have been fairly quick. This masking tape is going in the bin because it drives me nuts. I don't know where my little one's gone. It's in this room somewhere. I'm usually really good at putting stuff away, but clearly not that. Oh, no, come on. Just stop your silly behaving. Right, let's get you stuck there. Ooh, stay still. Yes, I do everything the hard way. Clearly. Stop warping. Right. So I think, I thought they were different lengths then for a minute. I was going to say, how the heck did that happen? So she's going to go there. Well, she can overlap the bridge a bit. Yeah, she can stand in front of the bridge and the house can... Right, okay. So I'm just going to ink through. I'm going to keep it fairly simple. That'll do. switched to a slightly darker one. I don't know if you noticed the VersaFine Vintage Sepia. The Vintage Photo wasn't quite doing it. And I don't know where my darker one is. Right, okay, so I'm quite liking my little bridge there. I am going to add some outline to it. I've got my Sakura brush pen here. I think stencil kept moving, or mask I should say. She's okay, she can stand in front of the bridge. I'm going to attempt to draw some arms. Hear the fear in my voice. Draw. Okay. I might stamp that on a separate piece actually and cut it out and just sort of overlap it on there. Don't think it'll stamp, and I might have to do the same with that. So yeah. Okay. Just wondering if I want to do more to it actually. Like I say, this is the last one, but then I've got to work out how I'm going to make it all stick together. So maybe we'll just do this. Hopefully it doesn't pull all the paint off, which it didn't, so that's all good. Liking the bridge. Yeah, I might just do some little dotty things. I've got some little dotty things here. Yeah, we'll come to that when we do it. Right, let's stamp these mushrooms. I've been using this paper. It came from Scrawler actually. It's the multimedia sketch pad, and it's quite a nice weight, 160 GSM. So it's not too heavy when you're actually cutting it out. So I shall stamp these. I might do them in that vintage sepia actually. Let's see how dark that is. See, these haven't been stamped yet, so they're pretty good actually. That's all right. Cool. Pretty good actually. For cheap stuff from China. Sorry, there's dog grooming going on next door if you hear a lot of yabbering. There's always dog grooming going on. No seagulls yet today, so they must still be over with Tori. You're welcome. I don't know if you're watching, but you might be. That'll do. That'll do. Don't need anything amazingly fantastic. So let's put a little bit of colour on those before we proceed. Right, okay. They're chopped out. Let's assemble. I think that's the next thing, isn't it? I don't think I want that there. I think I'm going to put that up there. I just because I pulled out some out of my fodder, some leafy things. So maybe I could just sort of overlap the house a bit with these. Right, I'm going to assemble. You're going to go on double speed so that you're not bored out of your pants. And then we've got the daunting task of trying to draw her some arms. Right. Now this is a folly bridge, so it doesn't have water running under it. We actually, I went on a walk with Caroline. When was it? Thursday it must have been. So I had a short week this week. We cross over the Stover Canal Heritage Trail, and there's a because it's part of the old manor house. Well, was it a manor house? Anyway, big house that used to be there. It's now a private school, and they're what do you call it? They're re-establishing the folly pond and lake and that. So it's really interesting watching it. So when I go next time, I will grab my camera and take you with me, because it's a beautiful old house. I every time we go there, I say to my daughter, wouldn't you just love to be here when the carriages were coming up? I mean, the drive itself leading up to what would be would what would have been, good grief, the stately home. It must be 2 miles, no, probably about a mile long drive up. And I said to her, can you imagine all the beautiful gardens? And I mean, I know they were terrible times for women, but yeah, I just imagine those. It must have been lovely. Do you know, I think I'm going to call that done. So I need to put some eyelets in now. I don't quite know how I'm going to. I'm saying eyelets. Do you know, I might do fabric, because it occurred to me while I was messing around here, I need to do the back. So if I run fabric across the back here, I can collage on top of that, and that would hide the all the gubbins, wouldn't it? You know what the gubbins are, don't you? All the bits and bobs. Yes, very technical language, I know. They need to be brighter, don't they? They're a bit meh. I haven't got a... just looking at my pen collection here. I am going to go full on poisonous mushroom, I think, with this one. Because he's just kind of meh. Not doing it for me. She can have a poisonous mushroom wood. I hope you're enjoying this. Sorry, it is going to be a long one. I did warn you. It is nice to watch somebody play with some things sometimes. Oh, that'll do. Stop fussing. Okay, so what do you reckon about that idea? I think that might work. And then I can just collage on the... If I leave a gap of about that... So if that one goes in, that's going to need a very slightly bigger gap to accommodate the 2 cards. I didn't get to use that in the end. Oh, I can use it on the outside. Ah, ta-da! Okay, I think it's going to... Yeah, I think it's got possibilities, so bear with me. I haven't got any fabric ready, so I need to shut you down for a minute while I just go and grab some... I think it's going to be fabric. I was just thinking I could use masking tape, but that would give after a while, wouldn't it? So let me get some narrow strips of something, and I think that'll be good. And then we'll do some collaging on top of that. Stay with me. It's a long one, but you might like it. Back in a tick. Right, I found some white cotton tape. It's not terribly thick, so it should be fine. So I think I want that one to fold in. That one last, I think. So that, if I do... Right, so I'm going to need a bigger gap there, because she's got a fold... No, smaller gap here. And a slightly bigger gap there, because that'll be the last thing that folds. We're just going to make it up as we go along, guys. Okay. This probably won't work out, but you know, who knows. And I've cut some, I don't know if you can just see them back there, I've cut some papers just to cover the backs here. Do I want a fastener? There's the next question. Do I? I was thinking 2 rows. It's going to need at least 2, I think. Just to stop it being all wibbly wobbly when you open it. Right, I think to be on the safe side, we'll do this stuff, the what are you called, 3-in-1 glue. It's not going to need a lot. It doesn't need to hold a battleship down, guys. It just needs to stick. Right. I do want to get is some straight would be good. Right, keep still. Oh my goodness. Are you shouting at me, everybody? Let's try that again. Oh. Yeah, if there's a way to klutz it up, I'm your gal. Still, at least I noticed before I stuck it. Good job I checked. Oh, I would have cried. There'd have been tears. Only I could have done that. Oh dear Lord, Susan, you're a nightmare. Right, okay, so I think we'll have her folding in first. So are you going to stretch? Yeah, just. And you next. Okay. All right, everybody's happy. I love that glue because it dries so quickly and it's good glue. Just don't want this sticking together. All right, okay. Okay, well that works. It's a bonus. Right, so I've just I have book pages that I just put a load of stuff on, so I've just chopped these to size, slightly smaller because quite handily these are going to show through, but quite handily the brusho came through, so I was thinking that for the front. I don't care that I can see the tape, I'm just going to live with it because I've gone beyond any sense now. So, and I did pull out that. Darling, you are a work of art. Doesn't quite fit now though, does it? Might be able to get it on the next page. Right, let's get that one stuck down because I think I'm happy with that. Just going to really quickly. Right, so I've got this one. Now this is a weird little thing that I drew. Don't ask. I'm wondering about whether that's not quite going to fit, is it? I could cut the word darling off actually, so let's do that. This is a Tim Holtz wordy thing, so bear with me. Nearly there. Not going to rush it. I'm going to enjoy my last one. So just bear with me. Right, let's stick the... Get the process in order, Susie. Come on, you can do this. Brain on. Okay, so he's going to go on that, or she, whichever. It is going to go on next. Oh, I didn't ink it. Oh, flipping heck. Okay, we'll draw around that one. God. Oh. Right, she's done. I'm hoping I can reduce this down from 1 hour 4 minutes, which it is at the moment. So that's the inside. So she folds over like that, and then like that. I might be tempted to put a closure, but you know what, I might just leave it, because actually you could just wrap a piece of thread around there or something. So there we are, me doodling smudged, I don't care. So there we are, that's the grand finale. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm so grateful for everybody that's been joining in. It's been great fun. And even if you haven't joined in, and thank you for watching basically, and dropping a comment and the like button and all that malarkey, which just tells YouTube that you had fun like I did. So and there we are, that's it, all done. She'll go in there with the other ones, and yeah, let me know if you want to flip through, but I'll say it might be a little bit boring if you're not into that. Yeah, gonna leave it there. Thank you. See you soon. Bye.